Mitchell sideways in front of Prosper and going 6R. Amy Zucker down low. Cross on top and we have photo finish. We're beating and banging here in the sportsman class. Still banging as we head down.
Rempel going to work there. Oh, 5 wide for a moment through 1 and 2. Back down to 4 and 3 wide off of 2. What a showing. Field is ready to go for qualifying time trials. Here we go. Session number 1 for Group A is rolling out. First car to hit the track, the 53 of Andrew Koziski, followed by the 98 of Ben Schaller, the 1 of Josh Leonard, and the 21X of John Anderson. First, Josh Leonard, our winner of our last Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series event here at the Shelby County Speedway. So far, that is his only win of the 2019 season. Leonard is currently 5 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and 17 starts in the series. Andrew Koziski in the 53, currently sitting 8th in season-long point standings, won a feature win. That was one of the qualifying features at the Spring Meltdown at the beginning of the season. Ben Schaller in the 98, currently 70 points out of the lead going into tonight. Schaller still looking for that first A-feature win of the year, but 11 top 5s and 13 top 10s are keeping him well in that points hunt. John Anderson, I believe, making his third start with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series in 2019. So the checker flag flying on our first qualifying session. So group number 2 about ready to head out. Session number 2 for Group A about ready to roll out onto the speedway. Looks like the next 4 cars to make it out will be the 4K of Josh Krug, along with the 56 of Chris Speaker, the 21H of Brett Hopp, and the 23 of Paul Conrad. Chris Speaker in the 56 making his second start with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series in 2019. Brett Hopp, I believe, coming off a top 15 finish in our last Malvern Bank Series appearance here at the Shelby County Speedway. Paul Conrad in the 23 machine, one of our Malvern Bank Series regulars, still currently sitting 15th in season-long point standings. No wins, 1 top 5 no wins, no top 5s, but 1 top 10 finish for the 23 out of Colo, Iowa. Brett Hopp, also an off-and-on competitor with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. More times than not, if Alan makes it to a Malvern Bank show, chances are we will get Brett as well. It's glad to see Brett making the jump every once in a while up to the Super Late Model division and giving these guys a good run for the money. So hopefully we'll be seeing Brett here in the Super Late Models, hopefully full-time in the near future. A lot of talent in that young man out of Harlan, Iowa. Paul Conrad in the 23, competing in his first full season of Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series competition. Session number 3 of Group A about ready to make their way out onto the speedway. Well, even in this next group, we should see at least 3 cars. The 15 of Jason O'Brien, the 25 of Brad Perdue, and the 3 of Mike Collins. Competition director Bill Baldwin sending them out onto the racetrack right now. Brad Perdue hits the track. Same with O'Brien, and Mike Collins will make his way out. Jason O'Brien in the 15, currently sitting 5th in season-long point standings. 1 A-feature win, 6 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Jason O'Brien's lone A-feature win was the Malvern Bank Series visit to the Stewart International Speedway over in Stewart, Iowa. Mike Collins will be making his first Malvern Bank start since 2016. Glad to have the Joker back in the field tonight. fellow Council Bluffs native Brad Perdue in the 25 machine. Brad currently sitting 11th in season-long point standings, 3 top 10 finishes for the Kennedy Edmondson Methodist Cancer Center entry out of Council Bluffs. O'Brien looks like had to upset the car a little bit to avoid contact with Brad Perdue, so that's going to probably hurt his second lap time. But Mike Collins doesn't look like he's missed a beat. Next group of cars to hit to the track should be the 35 of Cale Kaziski, the 22 of Charlie Mckenna, and the 80 of Alan Hopp. Of course, Cale Kaziski in the 35 picked up his first ever late model feature win out here a few months ago here at the Shelby County Speedway. Alan Hopp, last year's points runner-up in the super late model division. Charlie Mckenna in the 22 out of Ames, Iowa. He's had a couple of drivers drive his backup car in the 2019 season. It's either been his son Max Mckenna getting started in his late model ventures. If it's not Max Mckenna behind the wheel of the second 22, it's modified standout Nick Roberts behind the wheel. Charlie Mckenna, the My Yield Seed Treaters number 22, based out of Ames, Iowa. It's like final group of cars in group number A about ready to come out. After this one goes final. I believe Cale Kaziski, I think, currently sitting second in the Bill Rick Memorial Rookie of the Year Award points. Josh Leonard in the 1, your current Rookie of the Year points leader. Next 3 cars to hit the track scheduled to be the 98 of Jason Rowan, the 5S of Jeff Segabart, and the 47 of Andy Claiborne. Jason Rowan making his 3rd start with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. He was one of the drivers that joined us out east, out at the Yankee Dirt Classic last weekend, out at the 300 Raceway. Andy Claiborne, very decorated racer from the Fort Scott, Kansas area, making his trying to compete in his first full season with the Malvern Bank Series. Missed a couple of races here and there, but he has been at just about every single Malvern Bank Series event in 2019. Jeff Segabart, I believe, making his 5th start of the season with the Malvern Bank Series. Jason Rowan, one tough customer from Farley, Iowa. He was running as high as 3rd at the Yankee Dirt Classic last weekend, got involved in an early wreck and took him out of the competition early on that Friday portion in the 50-lap main event. So hopefully Jason Rowan can score himself some redemption here in Harlan. One tough customer in that 98 coming at you. It's like Segabart may have jumped the cushion a little bit over in turn number 3. That's going to upset the car a little bit and hurt his lap time. Well, that will do it for qualifying Group A. Group B about ready to take to the track. We're looking for 4 cars in Group B to kick things off. Session number 1 in Group B is going to look like this. We're going to see the 24 of Bill Layton Jr., along with the 13 of Jason Wallace, the 99D of Daryl DeFrance, and the 82 of Robbie Anderson. Bill Layton Jr. in the 24 machine, still looking for that first win of the year, but currently sitting 3rd in season-long point standings, currently 78 points out of the lead, and only 8 behind second place Ben Schaller. Layton with no wins, 11 top 5s, and 15 top 10s for the 24. Oh, and Layton's in trouble! Puff of smoke from the 24. Heavy smoke from the 24. Bill Layton Jr. looks like he's going to get it off the racetrack in time, so the qualifying session will continue. Jason Wallace in the 13, currently sitting 14th in season-long point standings, 3 top 10 finish. Still looking for that first top 10 finish, but Jason Wallace earning an invite to the Midwest Mobile Tech 22 this year after finishing top 10 in points over at the I-80 Speedway. Daryl DeFrance will be making his 4th start of the season with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. DeFrance, one of the many drivers that joined us out at Farley last week at the Yankee Dirt Classic. Robbie Anderson, currently sitting 16th in season-long point standings, will be making his 12th start with the Malvern Bank Series in 2019. Next group of cars ready to hit the track. Looks like it will be the 14 of Kyle Burke, the 15C of Kurt Schroeder, the 22 of A.J. Jorgensen, and the 52J of Jacob Hopscheid. Kyle Burke, the current Malvern Bank Series points leader, 70-point advantage over second place Ben Schaller. Kyle Burke, 4 A feature wins, 11 top 5s, 17 top 10s for the defending series champion out of Marquette, Nebraska. Kurt Schroeder in the 15C, one of our newcomers. Kurt Schroeder in his first full season with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series, 1 top 5 finish, 3 top 10s for the 15C out of Newton, Iowa. Jacob Hopscheid making his Malvern Bank Series debut, longtime modified ace. He has been doing great things in the modified division from around this area. But Brian Kaziski, the MB Custom backup car, that is what Jacob Hopscheid's driving tonight. And finally, A.J. Jorgensen. His older brother, Robbie Jorgensen, drove that car here in July. But now it's A.J.'s turn to take a crack at it, the 22 machine out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. A few weeks ago, A.J. Jorgensen actually picked up his first win here at the Shelby County Speedway. Kyle Burke coming around, setting spring pace around the Shelby County Speedway. Kyle Burke, a 4-time A feature winner here at the Shelby County Speedway. That is most all-time among active drivers. Out of the past 6 visits here to the Shelby County Speedway, Kyle Burke has won 4 of them. Next group about ready to hit the track. It will feature the 76 of Zach Zeitner, the 02T of Brian Barrett, and the 62 of Justin Zeitner. I believe Justin Zeitner came off a top 5 finish the last time we were here in Harlan, Iowa. 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s for the 62 out of Malvern, Iowa, out of 6 starts. Brian Barrett, brand new car for the 02T. Normally he's in a solid black number 0. But Brian Barrett just picked up that new Mach 1 chassis, the 02T. Zach Zeitner, so far 3 top 10 finishes for the young man out of Bellevue, Nebraska. Zeitner running his first full season with the Malvern Bank Series. That will do it for session number 8. Only 2 more sessions to go here in qualifying time trials for the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. Session number 9 about ready to make its way out. First car out will be the 19 of Corey Zeitner. Joining him will be the 112 of Tyler Smith and the 33 of Don Beckstrom. Don Beckstrom, one of the weekly late model drivers here at the Shelby County Speedway. Corey Zeitner in the 19 machine, currently sitting 6th in season-long point standings. 1A feature win, 6 top 5s, and 12 top 10s out of 17 starts. Zeitner unfortunately suffered a DNF out at the Yankee Dirt Classic last weekend in Farley. Tyler Smith, I believe, making his Shelby County Speedway debut, the Ag Growth International number 112. Tyler Smith unfortunately missed our race here in July. He was said he was bummed about missing the race here at Harlan, but finally got the chance to make it out here tonight. Corey Zeitner, his only A feature win on the Malvern Bank Series Tour was our trip to the US 30 Speedway in Columbus, Nebraska on the 4th of July. Zeitner sporting some new nose panels, some side panels after his wreck out at Farley last weekend. Only one more group to go here in qualifying time trials. In this one, you'll see the 52 of Brian Kaziski, the 44 of Troy Daly, and making his Malvern Bank Series debut coming to us from Toledo, Iowa. That's the 5G. That is Gatlin Latham. So Gatlin Latham, a new face in that number 5G machine. Brian Kaziski in the 52, currently sitting 7th in season-long point standings with the Malvern Bank Series. Still looking for that first win, but he has 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s out of 17 starts. Brian Kaziski, the Malvern Bank Smith Auto Dealers, Al Bell Custom Homes number 52 machine. Troy Daly only making his 4th start of the 2019 season with the Malvern Bank Series. Good to have the Daily Construction entry out of Omaha, Nebraska with us again. And Gatlin Latham in the 5G, like we mentioned, making his first ever start with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. That will conclude qualifying time trials for the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. We'll be coming back to you with, I believe, 4 big heat races